What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So, if you didn't notice, the other night during Monday Night Raw, we tried to upload the update video that we filmed. 24/7 and I filmed it on Monday, or on Sunday, I mean. And we filmed three videos on that day. This update video, our SummerSlam predictions, and then one other video of us reacting to hot takes. Two of those videos ended up not having any sound, and we didn't know that until we uploaded the update video. He posted it Monday night during Raw. I was gonna start watching it during a commercial, and I found out that we had no sound on it. So we're like, well, now what? And a little bit Monday night and Tuesday morning, he tried to figure out what the problem was, and we just couldn't. So we're like, F it. We're just gonna each film our own separate videos like this one, just talking about why or everything we talked about in that video. I'll give some information on my end. He'll do a video giving some on his end, and those will be the update videos. All right. So let's get right into this. So I've seen a lot of people. One person in particular keep commenting about why we're done. Why are we done wrestling? Why do we continue to do reviews and not do any more backyard wrestling? Here's the thing. So 24/7 and I, we've been friends for 11 years now. This month, July, is 11 years. And shortly after we first met is when we actually started wrestling in this very backyard behind me. I'd see him dropping stunners on the other neighbor kids in the area, and I'm like, oh, hey, that's cool. I want to go wrestle. And so we kind of introduced ourselves, and him and I became friends, and we started wrestling. And we would do it for hours upon hours upon hours every single day over the summer. We'd wrestle 3, 4, 5 hours a day. Sometimes in the blazing heat when it was 85, 90 degrees, which I know other parts of the country and the world, that's not that hot, but here in Wisconsin in July, that's pretty hot. And so that's how it would be pretty much every day unless it rained. If it rained, we didn't wrestle. Once the school year started, we would still go out in the yard and wrestle, but not as much. It'd be a couple days a week after school, but not every day, but mainly weekends. And that's how it would be until winter when we had snow. We didn't wrestle at all in the snow. And that was the routine for the first maybe 2 or 3 years here. Summertime every day, and then fall and spring during the school year, just a couple times a week, and even in the winter, or on the weekends, but not in the winter. And then about 3 years into that, 24/7 moves away. Now it's not that far he moves away to. It's just up the street and over a bridge. It's pretty much it's about a 5 minute walk, so it's not that far away. So he would still come over here and wrestle once a weekish, maybe for a couple hours. But it was around that time. This was 2016, maybe. Don't quote me on that. 2017, somewhere in that range, 2016, 2017. He'd come over about once a week or so, and we would still wrestle for hours and hours and hours. But it wasn't every day. And it was around that time, or shortly thereafter, when I started losing interest and not really having fun with it anymore. Partially because we weren't doing it every day, and I just kind of, I don't want to say I missed it, but when you do something every day, or almost every day, and then just drastically stop every day, it is one of the weirdest things. And it got to a point where eventually he got busy, I got a job, and I was busy. And so that once a week turned into about once a month. And then that once a month just turned into whenever we can. And that's how it was for about a year and a half, 2 years, in that range. And then June 17th, 2019, 24/7 films that very first match on the channel with Phoenix. And he uploads it onto YouTube. He doesn't even tell me that he posted it. He just filmed it, posted it. And then after he posted it, he sent me the link to the video and told me, hey, you should watch this. I'm like, okay. So I watched it. And instantly I knew, geez, he wants this to be a thing, and he's gonna probably ask me to do a match. And at that time, I already wasn't having fun with it anymore because we were doing it so little and so infrequently that, and I was at that age where I was starting to get too self-conscious about injuries and knowing that we are not professionally trained at all. We're just a couple of idiots having fun or trying to have fun. We don't know what we're doing. Over these 11 years, knock on wood, we've never been seriously injured. We've had a couple minor scrapes and bumps and bruises and stuff, but nothing severe. And so, as I predicted, he asked me if I would do a match with Phoenix. I'm like, not really, but I guess if you want me to, I will, and I'll do it for you. He's like, okay, sweet. So him and Phoenix came here. That match I have with Phoenix is here in my backyard. That's where me and 24/7 wrestled all the time, that location. Which, go back and watch that match. Not only was that my first ever match with Phoenix, that was my first time ever meeting Phoenix. I never met him before that. But after that match, I knew like that 24/7 would kind of want this to be like a regular thing. And so I'm like, okay, fine. I'll do a couple of matches here just for you, but I don't plan on sticking around doing this too long. Because at that point, I wasn't having fun anymore. It wasn't fun for me. And then one match led to another, to another. And eventually, in my mind, we had to do a one-on-one match between him and I on the channel, because that's how this all started, was him and me wrestling for hours in the backyard. And so we posted that one video with us, the Anything Goes match, where I fired him and I became full owner of ABW. We decided to turn that into a trilogy. And we had the last man standing match and 3 Stages of Hell. After 3 Stages of Hell, we announced in that video that at the end of that match that it was my last match and I was done. And at that time, I meant it. I really thought I was done because I just was not having any fun with it anymore, and I didn't want to continue doing something if I wasn't enjoying it. And so I stopped. And in my mind, I was done. And in 24/7's mind, at the time, he was also done. But then fast forward a little bit, I'm not sure when, January, February of last year, 2023. Yeah, so that 3 Stages of Hell was August of 2022. Fast forward then to early 2023, he posts a match with Phoenix. And I'm like, I see that and I'm like, dude, I thought you were done. He's like, yeah, I was, but then typical pro wrestling retirements. And I'm like, yeah, I guess, but don't think I'm going to do it. But then, as time went on, we were planning we had the opportunity to do a fatal 4-way match and a proper ending to the channel, because we only had 4 of us: me, 24/7, Phoenix, and Chris Caden. And we're like, that would be the perfect way to go out, to end that part of this YouTube channel, to end that backyard wrestling, was a fatal 4-way match with all of us. And so that was the plan. Up until about a week and a half to 2 weeks before the match, we find out that Phoenix can't do it. And I'm like, really? So it turned into a triple threat match between me, 24/7, and Chris Caden. But because we were booking that as the final match, in my mind, I was done. Honestly, I was. I wasn't planning on doing another match after that. And so we did that triple threat match. I thought I was done. But 24/7 still wanted to do another couple of matches. And I'm like, and then he came over to my house for the Royal Rumble. And while he was here at that time, he mentioned something about doing a match with me WrestleMania weekend. And I just didn't want to do it because I wanted to be done years ago. I didn't even want to do these matches on YouTube to begin with. I didn't. I wasn't having fun with it beforehand, and I want to end, because my mindset, why continue to do something I don't enjoy anymore? But I really thought about it, and I'm like, okay, though the triple threat match, I'm very proud of how that match ended up and what all happened in that match. I thought it turned out great. I'm like, okay, the rivalry between me and 24/7 is one of the best things on this channel. And though I thought Three Stages of Hell was a great ending to that rivalry, I felt like one more match between him and I would be the great proper ending to the channel. But though WrestleMania weekend is big, we needed to do it bigger. And that's when we decided on Fight of Our Lives, June 17th, the 5-year anniversary of this YouTube channel. And I told him ahead of time, I'm like, dude, for me, this is it. Like, if you want to continue to do more matches, you and Phoenix, by all means do it. But for sure this time, I am done. And so we did Fight of Our Lives with the intentions of being done. And as of now, we are done. And if you couldn't tell already, we are done because it's just not fun for me anymore. I don't enjoy doing it. And I haven't enjoyed doing it since before we started YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I love filming these videos for you guys and entertaining you guys in different ways. But just doing the matches as a whole, I just do not enjoy doing anymore at all. It's not fun for me anymore. I like coming up with ideas for the matches, for the promos. That stuff I still love and I still enjoy. But actually performing them and executing those ideas is not fun. That part I don't like. But that's kind of where the heel turn came in. When we were in the build up to Fight of Our Lives, I'm like, okay, I want to do something different. I thought maybe if I turn heel, maybe it would spark a new interest into my mind and maybe it would inspire me to keep doing this for a little while longer. Yeah, it didn't. I still did not have fun doing it. Mind you, I am very proud of how Fight of Our Lives turned out. I think watching that match back, I loved how it ended up turning out and how it was. But just actually performing the match, I just didn't have fun. And in my mind, I'm like, why should I continue to do something that I don't like just to entertain people? If I can find a way to entertain you guys, but I can enjoy it as well, that's perfect. That's what I want. I don't want to continue to do something that I do not enjoy doing at all just to entertain you guys. I'm sorry if I sound kind of rude saying that, but it's true. I don't want to continue doing things I don't enjoy. I haven't enjoyed backyard wrestling. Let's see, it's probably been about 7 years at this point. 6 or 7 years. I haven't enjoyed it. So that's kind of why we are done here. Now, as far as having another match, because we see it all the time, there's still people commenting on our videos, do another match, do another match, do another match. Never say never, but don't get your hopes up, because it's probably not going to happen. From me, anyway. If it happens, it'll be 24/7 in Caden or 24/7 in Phoenix. Maybe 24/7 and someone new. I don't know. But from me, chances are it'll probably never happen again. But again, never say never. I'm happy with where I'm at with not wrestling anymore. I'm happy doing these reviews. And I saw one comment that said, it was, I believe, on 24/7's SummerSlam 94 review. He said, do you really enjoy, something along the lines of, do you really enjoy doing these reviews? Because 32 minutes would have been an awesome match. And in my head, I'm like, Yeah, it probably, honestly, would have been an awesome match. But why do it if we don't enjoy it? It's not fun for us anymore. It's it just isn't. And so that's where we are. We're in that phase where we're happy with, or at least I am. A 24/7 will explain his part in an upcoming a video, but I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Doing these reviews, doing other random videos here and there. I'm happy. I'm enjoying this. And if we end up sadly losing subscribers, mind you, we don't have very many anyway, but if we would, because we're not going to post any more matches, I'm sorry. It's sad to see you go. We wish you wouldn't, but we totally understand and we get it. No hard feelings. Just putting that out there. But yeah, so as far as everything else goes, don't mind that. I got the window open over there and there's traffic. Let's see here. What else could I talk about briefly? I saw some comments about 24/7's belt, the ABW title that he bought. I'm gonna give my opinions on that. 24/7, maybe he'll go into more depth and detail about it in his video, but I don't like it. I think it was a bad idea for him to buy it. I like the design of the belt. I think it's awesome that our logo is on a belt. I just don't like the idea of him buying a belt when we are done with the backyard wrestling. Like, what's the point in that? I don't get it. I don't think I will ever get it. And I think it's pointless and a waste of money. That's just me. That's my opinion on that. Just wanted to keep that part brief. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to hop on here, talk to you guys pretty quick, give you this update video as to why we are actually done. Again, it's because we're just not enjoying it anymore. It's not fun anymore for us. That's why we're not doing it. So we deeply apologize. We know you guys love the matches and they were the most viewed things on our channel. The only videos that hit 1,000 views or more were matches. So, yeah, we are sad for you guys that, and we feel bad that we don't get to give you guys what you want anymore. But it's in our best interest, for us personally, in our personal lives, to not do more matches. I'm 26 years old, and yeah, it just isn't fun for me anymore. Chances are, if I ever get trained, like actual professional training, and take some bumps and get a ring and stuff, chances are I may start enjoying it again. But right now, it's just not fun, and I don't enjoy it, and that's why we're ending. So again, I apologize, but that's just how it is. So yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to hop on here and update you guys. Thank you for all of the support. Thank you for still watching everything. Again, if we end up losing subscribers because of this, yeah, it's sad. And we're sorry that we're not doing this anymore, but we totally understand and there's no hard feelings. All right? Thank you so much for understanding. Thank you for all of these years of support on the matches and the reviews and everything we've done. Thank you. We're not going anywhere. We're still going to be uploading. It's just that phase of wrestling, that chapter is now officially closed for good. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned. My SummerSlam 2020 or SummerSlam 2004 review is going up same day with this one. So go watch that if you haven't yet. If you have watched that, go watch it again. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I love all of you. Thanks for the support. See you next time.